What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Kingdom Hearts Unchained. I was having mic issues with my last attempted recording. I'm also playing with the phone directly behind the mic, so that doesn't really help me too much. I have this cool mic setup on my desk, but it's really easy to get too close to it on accident / accidentally tap it like I did just there. News updates, since I am recording it on the 10th. Our Organization 13 medals are now available. They are a thing that you can get. I would definitely like Larxene or Marluxia because I could use a good another good 6-star speed medal. Since I think I already have one reversed, which is Sephiroth, but I don't mind having another one. The problem with this event is it only guarantees one out of the epic medals, I guess. I'm not sure what the series is. It's like a new series they have going on that isn't part of it. I legitimately don't know. But my pool to pick from for Marluxia and Larxene is 2 out of 20. Or 2 out of 19, I think, last I counted. But it's not great. It's not probably a promotion I'm going to be going for. I'm going to wait for a better one to come out. Like, if they have a villains one, then I'll have a higher chance of getting from that pool. But once again, not entirely convinced. Cool thing that I do have going on in this episode. Let's switch to this update real quick. So, oh, no, party. Shit, no. Well, yeah, sorta. I meant to tap this again. Go back. So, we have our party. We have our party of YouTube subscribers right now. It's formed. I decided, rather than wait until we got to 10, I would just start it now. So if you guys are wanting to join a Kingdom Hearts party in this game, we do have 7 people that are actively playing, and because I am pretty high in experience, anytime I fight raid bosses and you guys fight my raid bosses, they're gonna be, you know, big experience droppers. You don't even have to kill them, you just have to hit them, and each of those hits is gonna count for a massive amount of experience. So, and it's only 10 Lux to attempt it, which is really not bad. Considering the level ups that you get, and you can honestly chain a bunch of level ups if you are just sitting there with me from the hours of the raid boss. Otherwise, it's just whenever it happens. So that was a brief little bit of announcements there. For people that watch this as a playlist, as an archive, it's going to be a little bit awkward because it's going to be completely outdated. Otherwise, no, I do not search by magic. I need to search by mission number. And that is going to be, we left off on mission 11, I believe. Sounds about right. And we'll just go with the blue medals. And as I mentioned before in the first episode, your party's medals do appear here, so that's why the medal lineup looks a little bit different. So we'll just go with that one. Oh, my glad to see you. The cottage was empty, so I went to check the mine. But another of those crying jeepers, giant creatures showed up again. He's gonna really mess up with that one of these days and get in trouble. I ran as soon as I saw it, but that solves nothing. I thought that said nothing. I was like, this is... no. Could you get rid of him like you did the other one? I don't think... sure. Why not? Let's see what we got. It's probably just gonna be another nosy mole party, but I don't mind. For the sake of just catching up on the story again with you guys, sure. And there are a couple of really good story moments. I think Mission 300 was a really cool one, but we are very far away from that. And then between now and then, honestly, for me, it was just a mad rush to get all of the power-ups as quick as I can, because they had an early promotion going on where for the entire month of April, which was the month that it came out, you were able to get half off AP, so you could level up very quickly. And I'm also peaking in the most random spots in terms of my mic gain. That's very strange. Did I turn it down or did I turn it? I think I turned it down. That's what I wanted to do. I don't want to peak anymore. So we made it to the mine. We haven't gone in the mine yet. But you can tell right here, actually if I go back, anything that has a little film reel is going to have a cutscene. So these early ones are going to have a lot more. And then there is quite a bit of padding to the story. Just to keep you busy while they roll out more updates. Japan's up to a very considerable amount of missions as well. I think they are up to like mission 475 or 500 last I checked. I was poking around the wiki the other night. And they have a lot going on for sure. So we are once again securing the mine entrance, I guess, because we just got here, but we didn't actually do anything about it. And they actually kind of changed up the way the treasure chests look, which I think is really cool. I should be grateful if you could take care of that monster. Yeah, working on it. A flex. Sure. Yeah. The fact that it has 13,000 stock is pretty cool. It's not the strongest metal for 1v1, but I think it's pretty good AoE. The problem is that is 100% powered up. It's got plus 1,000 on attack and on defense. So it leaves you to kind of say, that's it, when I have other metals that can do more than that at the cost of defense. I'm mighty grateful for your help. Now I better take a look inside the mine. Maybe the others are back at work. Oh, that's right, they work in the mine. It has been 5 ever since I've seen this movie, so I guess we're gonna follow him down the mine. It actually even has a brief mission description, I think. No, it's just mine section part 1. Whatever, that's fine. And it is currently, just to give you guys a little update in my neck of the woods, it is about 6:25 a.m. on a Friday. I'm recording this episode so I can render it before I go into work. I do have an idea for a Showdown episode that I want to record, but I want to collab with somebody on that, so I'm not going to use that team right away. I've been brainstorming about a different team I want to use. I think I have a vague idea of it, and I'm going to write it up at work and try to record it this weekend. That way I can get steady content going through Monday and hopefully make this session a little bit longer as well. But outside of that, I don't have much going on. The Sonic LP is being uploaded at a very slow rate, and then this will be uploaded at probably a little bit of a faster one just so I can keep up with updates. It may seem like a lot going on my channel, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be that and maybe Wi-Fi battles thrown in. Now that I, as of last night, secured my partnership with the Curse Network, shout out to them, I feel a lot more comfy about uploading what I want when I want. So with that in mind, Wi-Fi battles / infrared battles are definitely going to be making a comeback, a very secure comeback. So, and we are on mission 14. I've never actually used Genie before. Icicle Spear, but 3 gauge. I guess there's a reason I did not use Genie, but I never actually got Genie, so I never would have had the chance to use him. Whatever. You can actually kind of see at this point in the game that the difficulty is starting to ramp up on you a little bit. The level is going up on these Heartless, which basically just means that their HP count is going up and their attack is going up a little bit too. I'm not sure too much about defense. I guess it probably is to a lesser extent, but I was keeping up pretty well with the story at that point, so I don't even know why I'm grabbing the little goodies. I recommend you do, but I have no purpose for them since my Keyblades are as maxed is going to be for the moment until the next Adamantite quests come out. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the treasure chest update they have going on. If it only has special meter in it, it's distinguished by a gray trim. If it only has HP, or the HP ones have always been distinguished, but the special ones have not, which I think is pretty unfair for some missions where you want to save the special chest for the boss, but you open it on accident thinking there's an item in there, and then that happens. So the regular treasure chest trim is going to have medals, items. I believe it is a pool of pretty much anything, because I think I've gotten special meter out of that too. It's either a randomized... Oh, there you are, Happy. So he found another one of his little friends. What's wrong? You sure look frazzled. Well, a horse, of course. I didn't know where he'd gone. And The minecar broke down. There ain't no other way of getting back. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just thankful you're all right. So, it sounds like the rest of them are down there because the minecar broke down. I thought they were with you, so they are not. It sounds like they are deeper in this mine, so down we go, potentially? Not sure. You're the one who helped Doc? Gosh, I'm mighty grateful. That was sure nice of you. Now, don't you worry, me and Doc will take it from here. I should be reading this because I need to keep in mind that not everybody reads at the same pace as me, so if I read it out loud, you guys are understanding it. Good muck. Good fuck! I mean, luck with everything. Let's keep it PG, Doc. Psych. Looks like another satisfied customer. Time to see if you can put your powers to use elsewhere. So I'm sure there's someone somewhere who needs help. So we are heading to Wonderland immediately after this. And y'all, I'll let you watch this once, but beyond that, it's pretty much, the World Warp looks exactly the same. So it's just worth it to just skip. There will be more speed-type monsters in the next stage. It's warning before playing a stage, view the target monster's attribute and equip the most effective Keyblade. For example, Treasure Trove is the ideal Keyblade for powers, red metals, which are most effective against speed-type monsters. So we got the Treasure Trove at this point. I believe you get it at the end of one of these missions back here, but because I already got it, it didn't give it to me again. So going into this next mission, it favors speed types. I'm just looking at the target enemy and basing that, and it's a pretty accurate representation of the stage. So we're just going to go ahead and bring our power deck into this. Power deck, power board, whatever you'd like to call it. I don't particularly care. Beyond the rabbit hole is a curious room. Search for the way out. I'm getting like the craziest sense of deja vu right here, because this is where one of the experience stages takes place. It is right here in this little foyer, I guess, if you want to call it that. Doesn't really have much of another name. Yep, this is an exact copy of the experience stages. And it's also kind of good that I'm getting rid of all these Heartless right now for story mode. Since going through about 10 levels of the story mode, if I kill an average of 7 enemies a stage, it will get me a raid boss at the very end of it or somewhere in the middle of it, which I'm a big fan of that. You know, ending the episode with a raid boss or having a raid boss mixed in somewhere in there so you guys can see that it does get consistently stronger. But it's an invisible counter. I'm not sure where it's at, and we're just going to keep going with it for now. So we got to get in a room. Looking for a way out, I suppose. And I am not even fazed by the fact that Doorknob is talking to me. You're much too big. Simply impassable. Damn. You're not going to cry, are you? Crying won't help. But perhaps this will. A girl visited earlier. Why don't you talk to her? She may have some advice. Okay, well, $10 says she's beyond the door. Where is she, you ask? Why on the other side? Naturally. God. What are you good for? No, no, no. As I said, you're much too big. Of course, there's always another way. Which is... drank. Why don't you try the bottle on the table? Read the direction. And directly, you'll be directed in the right direction. I almost needed my glasses for that. And then... wait, you have a key. Well, why didn't you say so? No, all you need... oh, of course. This asshole's gonna drink it. Or he's gonna steal it. Oh, that's rather unfortunate. Are you gonna stop him? Gotta do everything myself. I swear to God. Jeez. Well, at least we cleaned the floor with him in one shot. Not sure where we're at in terms of raid bosses, but hopefully we'll be coming up to one soon. I just hunger for the raid bosses because they give out pretty good experience. And I'm at the point where, like, I can do a single night of the raid boss events where anybody lower than level 150, I want to say, is getting an automatic level up and AP refill after, like, every 1 or 2 raid bosses. I can play the entire 2-hour chunk where it has double AP, and Like, I think all that experience right there was from last night. So it takes me now 2 days of a raid boss event in order to level up 1 level. It's getting kind of hard to reach up there. But I know with enough people in a party, we'll be able to clear that boss easier. And I'll be able to get better results. So, in time. I'm just not very patient. And I drank the drink. And now I'm about... how does it know when to stop, though? About as big as that. That's like a 1-to-1 model of me in real life at this point. You've retrieved the bottle, I see. Drinking the contents, well, I suppose that hardly requires an explanation. As you can imagine, it's very useful for crawling through small spaces. And should you wish to undo things, try the cookie on the table. Well, at that point, I would have to find my way onto the table, and I imagine that would be a little difficult. So... we'll head through the woods. And we have our friend Chirithy. Chirithy? I don't know. There's darkness all around. You've got your work cut out for you. I guess. This ain't gonna give me shit for lux, but let's do it. What a strange, strange world. You're telling me. A world where I can be 205 levels above the enemy and it still takes 2 hits on them for a shadow. Well, that's just beyond me. In Pokemon, that would be an Oko multiple times over. But yeah, this engine's a different one. Slash, the rewards for level ups are not as profound as one would imagine. And that's okay too. I think it's just, yeah, it's just these two. It's an Oko on that guy because he's weak to it, but the other guy, yeah, that gave us a medal instead of the special gauge. And take this guy out. Some of these episodes are going to go faster than others, and some of them are going to go a little bit slower. It's the cutscenes that are making these episodes a little bit longer, but as they get to the point where we revisit worlds and they start padding them and becoming... I'm not going to say tedious or repetitive, because I don't mind playing this game at all. It's always nice to go back and get bonuses and extra medals and stuff. But, oh. I'll hold that thought. So, we're going to fight the behemoth, even though he ain't really that big a deal. Let's use that one. Sure. And he'll probably end up dying in like 1 or 2 hits, but that's okay too. I think I might just be able to attack him and kill him. Nope, not quite yet. And I don't think I've shown off Donald, so might as well. Well, he summons more lightning, but he died to the first hit, so... Anyways, as I mentioned, these raid bosses level up as the month goes on, so he's only level 2. I've been farming the guard armor, though, which is pretty scary. What mission did we leave off on? I really should have been writing that down. I think we had just finished 17. So let's do 3 more, and then we'll be good to go. We'll call that an episode from there. Grab that. Sure. Okay. Got this guy. The other reason I mainly play in the morning is I'm least likely at this hour to be bothered by notifications from anything other than... Shit, I really wish I could remember right now. Like, Facebook Messenger is a big one. It would completely stutter the recording. And on top of that, you guys would be seeing what I'm talking about with my friends, which is... I'm not going to say private or anything, but... You know, I talk with you guys about stuff, and I talk about my friends with other stuff, so... Sometimes those two overlap, which is fine. But you know how it is. I don't feel like I need to explain myself any further. My notifications are my notifications. And we're just navigating through this grove again. If I had already just finished this level, I apologize. It seemed very similar. I'm pretty sure it was, like they just repeated it on us. Because Through the Woods, yeah, this is a new one. So, we are at the point, does it say who's on this one? So, shout out to Kiboshi, who I believe had just picked up the game very recently. We are now at the same mission as him, and he is at mission 19. So we're just going to go on ahead. We'll actually pass by members of my party as we go throughout this LP. Just because of the rapid rate that I can clear these at now. But it also gives shoutouts to people that ended up joining, which is pretty cool. We have 7 as of right now. I think I showed that off at the beginning of the episode. We have room for 23 more. To have a full party of 30 would be an absolute... Hey! Try that 5,110 more times. Actually, no. 5,109 more times without me hitting. Wonder how many times that would take, though. If it takes him about 3 seconds to attack, it's about 5,110. It'd take him about 15,000 seconds to kill me. Divided by... I'll do that math later. I don't feel like doing it right now. I mean, if I pulled up my calculator on my computer real quick, I could do it right now. See how long it would take him to kill me. 5,110 times 3 seconds is 15,330. Divided by 60 for minutes is 255. Divided by 60 again for hours. It would take him about 4 hours and 15 minutes of attacking non-stop without me doing anything to kill me. I'm assuming that math is done right, but that's very silly. And then this will be the last episode of the video, and this is Through the Woods Part 4. There is a Through the Woods Part 5, but we'll jump into that when we get to that. I figure 10 in one block is good until we start getting to the upper levels, and then we'll do 5 in one block, and I'll just probably upload those videos more often. Just because of their high AP requirement, they start to demand more, way more. I think we're at the point where it's asking for like 3 or 4 per mission, and then I'm at the point where it's asking for like 18 to 19, I think, per. And if you're just starting out the game, that is more than likely, I think you have 20. You start with 20 AP. So if you try to attempt one of those later missions with like borrowed medals and you just like did not upgrade your AP at all whatsoever, you would only be able to do one mission every like 60 minutes, because I think you recover a mission an hour. Versus in the first month of the promotion, or the first month of the game or so, you could chain level ups because everything was so cheap. Every mission like cost 1 or 2 AP at the beginning. It was a simpler time. It was a way more beautiful time. And I got a lot of progress. I got to about level 130 or 150 just on the half AP promotion that lasted all month, which was super legit, and I really hope they bring that back, because that would be a good time for a lot of you guys to hop on. Not to say it's a bad time, because you still get, you know, the support of me and the rest of the party mates. And you can also get pretty quick level ups, like I mentioned, through the raid bosses. More importantly, you know, if you have any questions about the game, you can feel free to ask me. I'm not going to be a super expert at it compared to anybody that's been playing on the Japanese releases or anything. But I've been playing to an extent where I think I have a pretty basic handle on what's going on, being at level 210 and everything. So, anyways, that's going to do it. And I think, wow, levels 10 through 20... It looks like in about 10 seconds only cost us a net of about 31 AP, which is, as you can tell, that's pretty cheap still. You can let me see. It's 3 and 4, but with the promotion it was 1 and 2, and you just got a lot of progress right away. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode of Kingdom Hearts Unchained. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you're more than welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Stay tuned for the next episode. When we come back, we're doing missions 21 through 30, and I will see you guys then.